Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Just a single game here at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Spurs. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And you know, for the Spurs, well, one of the big stories of the year. Already this team's been absolutely on fire, and it hasn't just been one game here or there. It's been a sustained effort.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything that anyone saw coming. You couldn't see it in the offseason or the preseason, but they've come out here in the beginning of the year and done something pretty special.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Giles is out there with James Posey. Then there's Carter. Then it's Iverson. And it's Chi in at the center, filling out the middle.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Now here's Murray. Aldridge, the pass to Vucevic. Murray with it. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. Rebounded by Chi.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. Posey up top. Pass to Iverson. Over Murray. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Posey. Iverson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Murray kicks to Middleton. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. The pass to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge.
Such a challenge for a defender. You try to get to Aldridge's high release, but then you realize that's too late, and he's just pump faking. Not fair.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
Here's Carter. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Murray kicks to Vucevic. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Chi.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here is Carter. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Chi. Kicks it out to Iverson. The high post shot kept alive, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Now here's Murray. Back to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
There's such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
And it's Carter penetrating, kicks it out to Iverson. Off target with his three. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity, everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing. This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Passes it to Vucevic. Aldridge left side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Aldridge has got 5 points so far. Aldridge has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Iverson passes to Chi. Up and in on the layup. Chi's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Murray kicks to Leonard. Pass to Aldridge. Murray outside. The pass to Vucevic. Leonard on the wing. Posey covering. Off target from outside. Carter drives in. He dishes it to Posey. She passes to Iverson. Over Murray. And too long on the shot. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 5-point game.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
And stolen by Aldridge. Leonard on the wing. Posey covering. Leonard looking around. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Murray kicks to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Murray. Over Iverson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Posey. Over Leonard. Posey, no luck. Spurs trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside. Here's Chi. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 6. Chi's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thanks, D.A. And guys, what do you make of David's report putting a premium on offense right away?
I think it's a good plan, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their defense. They can't ignore that part of the game.
Well, I love the fact that there's no player ever in the history of this league that gets excited about a coach who talks about, we're really going to change up our defense and make sure that that's a priority. Guys are always excited about the O.
Hughes against McGrady. Hughes kicks to Koufos. Passes it to Mills. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lamb. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
McGrady hits the three-point bomb. McGrady's got 6 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Hughes against McGrady. Hughes kicks to Mills. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Chi. Here's McGrady. And the shot is good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hughes with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here's Mills. At the top of the key, Caspi. Swiped away. Thornwell, the pass to McGrady. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Hughes against McGrady. Hughes kicks to Mills. It's hauled in by Thornwell.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And that one's good. McGrady.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
McGrady against Hughes. And the pass to Mills. This one for three. Offensive rebound. And he banks in the layup.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Free throw good, McGrady. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Hughes against McGrady. Hughes, the pass to Caspi. To the inside. Hughes. It's hauled in by McGrady. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And the basket by Jones.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last three field goals have come from the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Mills has got 6.
This is some of what he does best. Mills can shoot from downtown.
Graham with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And so it's the visiting team holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
Here's Graham. Caspi is out there with Kosta Koufos. Then it's Mills. Then it's Larry Hughes. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Hughes kicks to Mills. It's hauled in by Thornwell.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Up by a bunch, he's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's Hughes. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Caspi. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Caspi. Over to the wing. Here's McGrady. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 18. DiVincenzo. Here's Thornwell. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Here's Hughes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Thornwell. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for San Antonio. From the inbound, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Leonard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. The Spurs rebound.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession. And that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Spurs. Vucevic checked in for Koufos. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Caspi. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. That one is no good. Here's Hughes. No good off the back of the rim.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Iverson's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Fires from the wing. And he connects with the jumper. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Spurs trail by 21. To the paint, here's Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Aldridge has got 7 points.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
On the wing, Iverson. Aldridge is covering, and Iverson throws it down.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
San Antonio making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Middleton for 3. The rebound by Giles.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Leonard finds Aldridge. Now Murray. Posey covering. Spurs working the ball around now. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Murray the pass to Middleton. Now Vucevic. Murray outside. Back to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc. San Antonio again missing. Carter outside. From deep, Iverson. That's in there. Carter with the assist. That's 7 points for Iverson.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
Here's Vucevic. Buries it down low.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Vucevic has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Over to the wing. Kicks it to Posey. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And here is Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Right side Leonard. Releases. And it's San Antonio with another. Iverson against Murray. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Middleton. Defense is right there. Leonard kicks to Vucevic.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Murray against Iverson. Murray dishes to Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. The 11-footer, and it's Iverson missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Middleton can't get it to go.
And no excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
The shot's good from Carter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
B-Train's checked in for James Posey. The visitors on defense. Now Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard kicks to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Aldridge. Pulls it up. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Over to the left wing. McGrady passes to Giles. Back to McGrady. Beyond the arc. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now here's Vucevic. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Aldridge. Bounce pass Middleton. Leonard inside. Carter on him. Leonard, no luck.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Got that one up quick. Iverson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Vucevic. Now the dish to Aldridge. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, he's not a bad ball handler for a big guy. Aldridge able to put that on the deck and draw contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here is Carter. He's got 5. Giles kicks to McGrady. Koufos with the block, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Larry Hughes is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. .137 left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's McGrady. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. McGrady's got 20.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Now here's Mills. He's got 6 to the paint. Koufos finds Caspi over Carter. Caspi with the bucket. Caspi's got 6 points.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Right wing. Here's Chi. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Mills can't hit.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And Vince Carter with the slam.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Vince Saturday, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
Carter's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Hughes kicks to Koufos. Pass to Mills. Down low. Tries again. No good on the layup. Iverson outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The away team delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what do you think?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from B-Train.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Carter out there with Iverson. Then there's James Posey, and it's Giles in at the 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Back to Aldridge. Over Giles. Aldridge can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. Down low. Here's Murray. The rebound by Giles.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Iverson against Murray. And Vucevic kicks to Aldridge. Over Giles. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
And here's Iverson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Iverson's got 13.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Now here's Vucevic. D right on him. He dishes it to Aldridge. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Vucevic. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Here's Giles. And that one is stuffed right through.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Now here's Murray. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Vucevic. To end the drought. Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's Carter missing. San Antonio with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And it's Vucevic missing.
Like the tactics on defense there. Refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
They get the rebound. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best. Knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Feeds to Aldridge. Rebounded by Chi.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
And it's Carter missing.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
In the corner, Murray with it. Outside Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got his 16th rebound on the night. From deep three-point range, Iverson no luck. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Murray, no good.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Vucevic. There's the pass to Aldridge. And Middleton kicks to Vucevic. Bounce past Middleton. Here's Leonard. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Carter on the wing. He feeds it to Posey. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Posey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Knocks down the three ball.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
A nice shot by Carter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray kicks to Leonard. Pass to Vucevic. Dishes it to Aldridge. Down low. Here's Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Here's Thornwell for three, nailed from three-point land. Thornwell's got 5.
And we know he can drill that from there, even with defenders closing in.
Here's Caspi, a beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, I just love how alert Hughes is. Super talented guard who knows when one of his guys is open.
From downtown, knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Hughes gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. To the middle, here's Lou. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's Lamb. Offensive rebound. Caspi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and both free throws good for Caspi. Here's Lou. Carter on the wing. Here's Bacon. Not enough on that one as it misses.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Here's Hughes. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Lou, covered by Mills. Carter dishes to Jones. Back to Carter. Launches a 3. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now, here's Koufos. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Caspi kicks to Mills. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Spurs. On defense, the visitors. Off the inbound, no good.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Leonard with the steal. Passes it to Hughes. Back to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Carter outside. The fader. The shot's good from Bacon. Bacon's got his first basket.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Got a piece of it. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the basket by Jones.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
And here is Hughes. He's got 5. Kicks to Leonard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Leonard's got 9.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Now here is Carter. 14 points for him. Here's Bacon. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there.
Fooled the defense there. Mills is a deadly shooter coming off the pick and roll. That time the slip pass worked.
Carter outside. Pass to Lou. And Carter has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Fader on the way. And the Spurs scoring again.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The away team delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Moment here now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
They've got Mason. Koufos out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Green, and it's White in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. The pass to Graham. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Jones, and it's slammed in by Jones.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Jones has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Mason kicks to Koufos. Now White. The 3 from Leonard. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bacon the pass to Lou. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Pass to Mason. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 2nd minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Lou. White covering. Over to the left wing. Korkmaz kicks to Jones. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. There's the dish to Mason. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Inside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Graham with the ball. passes to Lou. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on, it's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Hits the three-point bomb.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Here's Bacon. To the paint. And here is Green. He kicks to Mason. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. The alley-oop, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Vucevic checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge comes in for Leonard. Here's Graham. Pass to Korkmaz. Over Green. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Vucevic. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Now, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Here's Posey. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Pushing it up. Here's Jones. The pass to Thornwell. And he banks in the layup.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. And they always attempt to wear you out.
Now here's White. Here's Mason. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Graham kicks to Korkmaz. Shoots, and Thornwell gets it to go. Thornwell's got 4 this quarter. Thornwell's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Here's Vucevic. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. Vucevic has gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. Inside. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So both teams making some changes here. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
And Green slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Here's Lamb. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lamb. Here's Vucevic. And finally they hit one. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Now here's Jones. Another shot, and the layup is good.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close-range shot over the top of the D.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Mills looking it over. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Lamb. Clock is at 3. Lets it go from the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Now Graham. Lots of room, and it's good for 2.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Pass to Mills from deep. It's hauled in by Thornwell.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Vucevic finds Green, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Clock at 6. To the paint. Pass to Aldridge. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The visitors with the ball. Here's Lou. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see